good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Mario Brothers Music. As you know, Just Pearly Things made the foolish mistake of coming after Black YouTube and those who were disgruntled with her Nick Fuentes interview. So she foolishly went onto the platform and called out some people by name, mediocre tutorials and reviews. I'll deal with him in that one on another day. She came for me, which I've already addressed, but she came for another brother Jason Black, also known on one of his channels as The Business. Now stop the show. You guys know me and brother Jason Black had a few words about a month ago. And I know that he had some issues with Kevin Samuels' content, but let me just tell you this. Brother Jason Black, in all honesty, I believe is a good brother, especially in the pro-Black world. And here's what I want to say. He got my respect after Kevin passed, and he thrashed all of those sisters that was hating on Kevin, despite the fact that he disagreed with a lot of the things that Kevin was saying. So, and then also, as Black men, some of that stuff we got to let go, especially when other groups are trying to come into the territory and take over. We're seeing what's happening with the Hispanic population. We're seeing what's happening with everybody else. We built this country. We as Black men got to learn how to stay on coast. So when brother Jason Black put this stream up, I shared it, and he did a magnificent job. And I want to see a lot more Black YouTubers. I was talking to brother Phil Scott from the African diaspora. I want to see more Black YouTubers start working together, okay? Let this be a lesson. Let's start working. Let's start supporting each other. All right. And I want to give a shout out to all of Black YouTube for coming together against this foolishness. Fast forward, Demo. So Jason Black, The Business, gives out The Business, and Just Pearly Things called them out by name and tried to basically use the fact that he had a disagreement with Kevin Samuels and took shots at Kevin Samuels. That's what she's trying to say. So she tries to play this particular clip, but I want you to hear the magnificent response. I gotta say, this is one of the best responses I've heard on this. Listen to how the brother breaks her down like stoichiometry problems. Play that clip.
Did you really think you were gonna try to play? Because y'all gotta understand, when you're dealing with the white supremacist female, that's why her video was sitting up here quoting Fresh and Fit versus Abba and Preach. So in her mind, this is, oh, let me see if I can pit Black folk against each other, because you know they'll be eager to do that. So she quotes Abba and Preach a bunch of times in reference juxtapositions against Fresh and Fit. So this is supposed to get all of us, this is supposed to be her saying, hey, you know, I can turn you Negroes against each other. Kid, let me show you just how inconsequential and harmless that is. We're not playing this on your YouTube channel. We'll play it on mine.
They're just looking for someone big that they can tear down. Like, look at this business guy. He did this shit to Kevin Samuels, the godfather of the manosphere.
The problem. You see, the problem with Kevin the Perfume Don, let me put y'all up on some manhood for a moment here and some real facts. Because by the way, let me tell you here, squirrely things. Did you think a Perfume Don comment was gonna send me running? Did you think that was what was about to happen? Did you think I was gonna back down from that or try to, well, let me explain y'all. Did you think that was gonna be the kill shot? So let me get this straight. You sent that old butt-kissing tether of yours to go back through my videos. You sent him all back through there. And the only thing he could do was get the videos that I actually named Kevin in. And that was the best you could come up with? Just struggling things? That was the best you got. She only talks about me once in the video, and this was all she could come up with. This was her kill shot. This was it. This was supposed to be the coup de grace. This was supposed to be the big takedown of Jason Black. And the best she could do was a smart-ass Perfume Don comment. Hey, I had much better zingers on Kevin than that one. I had much better zingers than that. Much better. I'm actually insulted that that's the one you chose. I am offended that that is the one you chose. Little Miss Flat Things. I'm offended you would do that. had much better stuff. I had much better material. And you sit up here and go grab the weakest thing. Y'all, did she really think I was going to go running from that? Out of your damn mind. But what it really shows is just how pathetically desperate you are. Because you know what you didn't do? Hey, Miss Just Harry Things. Do you know what you didn't do? You played a comment about Kevin Samuels, but did you notice you didn't play my comments about you? You didn't play any of the things I said about you. Now, why would you overlook that? Or is it that you're sick to death of the world hearing what you said? But by the way, I notice you're still hiding and still running. You didn't confront anything I said about you, though. Well, let's change the subject to Kevin. No, let's keep the subject on you. Let's keep the subject on you. Let's keep the subject on you and your good buddy, Nick Fuentes. Because I wouldn't want you to sit up here and get lonely. I wouldn't want you to forget about you and your buddy. Because you see, a lot of folks have forgotten. They kind of forgot what you were doing.
You feel like by changing the entire demographic makeup of a country, it's going to completely change the country. The same way if in Poland they switched it out with Nigerians, it would be a completely different country.
Exactly, yeah. How do you feel? Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I mean, do you think that makes me a white supremacist to say that?
No, it kind of makes sense, like what you're saying. Personally, I'm trying to get my Africans in America. So
let me make sure of something here, because sometimes usually that happens. Is her audio good? Before I play Just Pearly Things' greatest hits, y'all let me know, is her audio good? If her audio is good, give me a thumbs up in the chat room.
You see that? She's trying to use the fact that he had an issue with Kevin Samuels, the godfather of the manosphere. Okay? I said publicly on my platform, me and Kevin Samuels had issues with each other. Although private, albeit, if he'll tell you if he was here. All right? People are going to have issues with you. And sometimes you make mistakes. You can get past that. What Jason Black was saying about Kevin was not so much so that him and Jason Black eventually couldn't got past that. I done told Kevin some things that's been terrible offline, if you really want to know. If he was alive, he'd tell you. And I used to say it here while he was living. We didn't got into it before a lot. Cussed his ass out and everything. But see, here's the situation that y'all didn't see. What does that have to do with what you did, Pearly? Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to why we are here. We're not here because of what Jason Black said. What about what you said? That's been going over a year, okay? We're not dealing with what Jason Black said about Kevin Samuels, or what Jason Black said about Winnie the Pooh, or what Jason Black said about James Brown Perm in 1967. We're not dealing with none of that right now. Let's not deflect, and let's come back to why you are just dusting up things. Let's deal with that. See, sometimes people want to go ahead and divide and conquer. Let's turn black people against Jason Black because of what Jason Black said about O'Shea Duke Jackson, maybe, or whoever else. O'Shea, he put you on probation. He put you on. No. I'm not dealing with none of that. Let's get back to what the brother's talking about. The brother is talking about your foolish ass statements and your behavior and your proclivities. And let me use what he said almost in detail. He's not dealing with conjecture or speculation. No. He's dealing with what you're talking about. That's one thing I like about brother Jason Black. I'm just gonna be real. Jason Black, since I have heard his commentary, since the early or mid 2000s, he deals with what the person is talking about. Not is there some joking and roasting in there and all of that stuff? Yes, but he's dealing with a concept that you cannot respond to intelligently. So therefore, you're trying to go ahead and deflect and get out of the position. No, let's go back to the position. See, let me tell you something. People such as Just Pearly Things, and brother Jason Black alluded to this also. She's used to dealing with blacks that we would call in our community those who are sellouts. This is what she's used to dealing with. She has never really dealt with blacks who can answer intelligently, pose questions in which she cannot respond to, and put your back up against the wall because maybe you don't feel like African Americans are capable of doing as such. Is that what it is? Do you think we can do such? Or you don't believe that? Because once he gets you back to that position, you can't get around that. You can try. You can try all day as you want. You will be a rat or a hamster on a reel running around and around. And when you get tired of running around, you'll still be in the same spot. Let's deal with why we are here. Because of what you said. Now, this is the person that's going around telling women they're unaccountable. Isn't that what the core of her content revolves around? Women are unaccountable? Now she's calling people like me undercover feminists? What? Wait, what does feminism gotta do with what we're dealing with?
Stupid.
We didn't come after you about your talking points about women. As much as people say you have grifted that information, I never came after you about that. In fact, when I was actually in the black manosphere, I know you had guys over there that liked you, which is why I didn't deal with it. I was being political. To be real, a lot of things when I was over in the black manosphere, I was political. Certain things I just didn't say. Now I'm over here where I belong, which is how I always kind of been over here. Now I don't give a damn. I gotta call it for what it is. And the kind of blacks that you associate yourself with are the ones who don't ask questions that prove what we feel is gracism. I don't want to say that in gay, but gracism. So now you want to start deflecting and start lying. Let's get back to what we're dealing with here, young lady, which is, why did you do X, Y? Basically, God in the Garden of Eden. Boy, give me some holy music, Dima. Why did you kill your brother? Where is your brother? Cain. Am I my brother's keeper? Nigga, I didn't ask you that. Where is your brother? So just dusty things. Why are we here? Well, you know, sad music. Well, you know, Jason Black, he talked about Kevin Samuels. I didn't ask you that. Why are we here? Now you want to start fumbling like Ricky Waters in the 94 playoffs. We're not talking about, let's deal with that. This is not the 1988 NFC Championship game and you're not Roger Craig fumbling against the Giants. Deal with what we're talking about and all that gracism. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. What did you for all that you do? Scrap the bell. We're out.